Hello and welcome back once again to product placement. So, as I mentioned in a previous video, we are in our summer months now, and I recently saw that Mountain Dew had another new flavor out. So I was intending to get it, and then I was looking at something online, and an advertisement popped up, and they don't have just one new flavor, they had 3 new flavors out. So I was like, okay, I'll have to look for the other 2 because my store only carried one of them. But then as I was looking online again, I noticed they had a 4th flavor out, which actually came out back in June. So I said, well, I gotta find that one so I can do it first. Looked around. None of the stores around me had it. So I'm like, okay, well, it was last month that it came out. Maybe it was only there for like that 1 month and now it's gone again. Well, easiest way to find out, check the websites, right? So I go online, I look for it, and I find that it is still available, but it is an exclusive flavor. So it's only available at not just 1, but 2 different franchises. So flashback to when I was coming back from my road trip. I had mentioned that I stopped at a couple of gas stations along the way back looking for a specific item because the one I have near my house didn't have it. And I said, well, I stopped at like 3 and I was going to stop at a 4th, but I decided I would wait till I needed gas and then stop at another one. But by the time I needed gas, there were no more around. And I said, well, if I would have stopped at that 4th one, it was a larger one, they probably would have been the one that had it. Turned out that what I was looking for had been discontinued already by the time I started looking for it. So as I was looking online, it said that the Speedway exclusive flavor, Cyclone, which is what I was looking for, had been discontinued in, I don't remember if it was March or May of that year, and I took my trip in June. So either I missed it by like 3 or 4 months, or I missed it by exactly 1 month. But had I stopped at that 4th gas station, it would not have been there because they had already pulled it from the line. However, they now have a new exclusive flavor, but it's not just at Speedway. This is also an exclusive flavor at 7-Eleven. So I originally went to 7-Eleven looking for it because there's a 7-Eleven closer to my house than the Speedway is. So I went over to 7-Eleven. They got all the advertisements for it. I checked everywhere in the store in case it was on an end cap or some odd display. Didn't have it. I checked back in the cooler. Didn't have it. Signs for it, so it should be there, but it's not. I said, well, next time I get out by the Speedway, I'll stop and see if they have it. So I was driving around, coming home from work the other night, and I'm driving past Speedway. I was like, I'm right here. Let me just swing in real quick and see if they got it. I didn't really have the money for it, but I'm right here. Let's just go. I go in, walk right to the cooler. There it is, right on the shelf. And I even told the cashier, I was like, you know, I saw online this was exclusive to you guys and 7-Eleven. I said, I checked the 7-Eleven in town and they didn't have it. I was like, they got all the signage and everything, but they didn't have it in the store. And she said that was really weird because usually if there's an exclusive thing that they're splitting between the 2 stores, I guess they have kind of the same parent company or something. She said usually if there's something we're splitting, they get it and we don't. And I said, well, they got all the signage, but no product, and you got product, but like very little signage. So I ended up finally getting it. It kind of irritated me because I bought it by itself, and it was like almost $3. It was like $2.69 or something like that after tax and everything. And as I was walking out of the store getting in my car, I look up and there's a sign on the wall that says Mountain Dew 20 ounces, 2 for $4. So I paid almost $3 for the one I'm going to try today, but if I would have just paid $1 more, I could have got a whole second one and they would have been like $2 each instead of almost $3 each. So I was going to go back in and try and get one, but I was like, I'm tired. I'm just going to go home. I got what I came there for. Let's just forget it and go. Money's tight. Don't really need to spend the extra dollar anyway, even if it would have technically saved me money in the long run. But long story short, we got today's product, and today's product is Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl. So what is Infinite Swirl? Well, according to the label, it is Mountain Dew with a blast of artificial pineapple berry flavor. I don't know what a pineapple berry is. Is this like a thing like in our previous video with the cherry lime being different from cherry/lime? I don't know, but I think it's just the way they label things. They didn't put a comma there, but, or maybe there is a comma there. No, no comma. But I think it's a mix of pineapple and some type of berry. Given the fact it's blue, I'm going to guess blueberry or blue raspberry. Although blue raspberry is usually a bit darker in the blue. But yeah, this is going to be something along the lines of a pineapple and some type of berry. It doesn't show any other berries on the actual label itself. It just kind of has this yellow, green, and red kind of swirl pattern going on. But it doesn't actually show any berries on the label. It just shows pineapples. So the fact that the swirl is red and the liquid is blue, I'm going to lean towards raspberry in addition to the pineapple, which means it's probably going to have a little bit of a chalky scent or flavor, like all the blue raspberry flavored things kind of do. But that's just my guess. Let's open it up, give it the smell test, and see if I'm accurate. So we got it open. Let's give it the smell test. Nice pineapple smell. Not getting any type of berries. It almost reminds me of, what was the pineapple one that I actually liked? I think it was the Dollar General exclusive Maui Burst or Maui Blast or something like that. Not any of the Baja Blast spin-offs that they've had recently. Oh, speaking of Baja Blast, I think there were another 2 flavors that came out after the last 2 that I did. And actually there might have been 4 now that I think about it. I think there was 2 and then they went away and then 2 different ones came out. I didn't get a chance to try any of those. According to the website, those are still available somewhere as well. At least 2 of them were out of the 4. I'll have to see if I can find where they were located and see if there's that store near me. So you might get to see those, but it'll be way later than when they actually came out. But yeah, out of the pineapple ones that I tried, I think it was the Dollar General exclusive Maui Burst or Maui Blast, whatever it was. That was pineapple flavored that I actually liked. The other ones that were like extensions of the Baja Blast line, I never really liked any of those ones. But this one smells a lot like the Maui Burst, so it could just be Maui Burst with a little bit of blue food coloring in it to make it different. But we won't know until we try it, right? Yeah, definitely just getting pineapple. Not getting any berry, not getting any chalk. So yeah, not sure. Let's give it the taste test and see if we taste any other type of berry other than pineapple. Cheers. Okay, there is a little bit of something there, but I can't really distinguish it over the pineapple. Like I get the pineapple, but there's something else like layering on top of it, but I can't distinguish what it is. Again, a little bit of like a tartness, not really like the chalkiness that I normally get from blue raspberry, but it is kind of like on the tartar side, but not like so tart that I can't drink it. It's not like a face puckering kind of tartness. It could very well be a blue raspberry, but it doesn't have the normal characteristics of blue raspberry unless those are being masked by the pineapple. Yeah, almost has a slight bubblegummy kind of flavor as well. So maybe it's like a mixture of different berries. Maybe it's got a little bit of that strawberry, cherry kind of mix in there as well. But it doesn't show those on the label, it just shows the pineapple. But then why is it blue? Unless they're using something like what you would see at a bar, which is like a blue curacao, which is like a orange and tangerine kind of flavored thing. But for some reason it's blue. You can get normal orange colored curacao as well, but traditionally the one that people usually see in bars is blue. So it could be that. It could be like an orange or a tangerine kind of citrusy kind of fruit going with the pineapple, and that's why I can't distinguish it, because it's a similar citrus flavor overlaying the pineapple. But I get a lot of pineapple out of it. It's not masked. Is that what it is? It's just pineapple Mountain Dew with blue curacao added? I don't know. But yeah, it's a pineapple flavored thing, similar to the Maui Burst or Maui Blast, whatever it was. But like I said, there's a, I don't want to say an underlying flavor, but it's not an overriding flavor either. It's an overlaying flavor, I guess, that blends really well with the pineapple, but I can't distinguish what it is. The most I could guess is like a generic mixed berry kind of flavor, like a tutti frutti kind of thing going on or something. But like I said, I get a little bit of like what I would normally expect from any of the blue Mountain Dews, but I don't get the chalkiness unless they somehow remove the chalkiness from the blue drinks. But it does have like a little bit of that gummy kind of flavor at the back, which makes me think more like a mixed berry. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the berry mix is, but it tastes like pineapple. So if you like the pineapple stuff, you'll probably like this one. Again, if you're interested in trying it, it's available at Speedway gas stations or 7-Eleven gas stations. You may have to shop around to a couple different ones because, like I said, my 7-Eleven didn't have it, but my Speedway did. And I'm sure if I would have went like 2 towns over to the other 7-Eleven, they probably would have had it because they're a bigger 7-Eleven. But yeah, would I buy this again if I was in the mood for a pineapple drink? But considering it's limited edition, if I was in the mood for a pineapple Mountain Dew that I could actually stomach versus like the Baja ones, I would just have to make a trip down the road to Dollar General and grab a Maui Burst Blast, whatever it was. So would I buy this again? Yes, if I was in the mood for it. Would I buy it in a 2-liter or a 12-pack? Probably not actively, but like if for some reason they didn't have the 20 ounce and they would have just had it in the 2-liter, I wouldn't have been upset buying it in the 2-liter. I would have been okay with that. In the case, now that I know that I like it, like I said, if they were on sale or something, like Pepsi products were on sale, I could see myself grabbing like a Pepsi, grabbing a regular Mountain Dew or a Code Red or something. Oh, hey, let me grab one of those Infinite. Those are pretty good. It's not drying out my mouth like some of the Baja ones did. It's really refreshing. I'm not getting like any odd after flavors from it. So yeah, Overall, I would chalk it up to being on par with the Dollar General exclusive one. Wouldn't be disappointed getting a case if it was on sale, just so I have like an alternative to, okay, here's Pepsi, here's Mountain Dew, and here's Mountain Dew with a flavor, you know? So I would be okay with that. Yeah, not really much else to say about it. That's my review of it. If you're interested in trying it, look for it at your local 7-Eleven or Speedway. But that's going to be it for this episode. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links should be in the description. Ring the bell. Make sure you get notifications every time I post new content. And until next time, cheers.